So now here we can say that by we can define the pulse spread or intermodal dispersion like this. So as I said earlier that more number of modes are traveling inside the fiber and they are reaching at the different time slots and they are added up to result a single pulse. Therefore, the pulse widening is taking place. Therefore, that leads to a reduction of the possibility of bit rate that is possible to transmit through the fiber. I repeat again, the pulse widening is caused because of the mode structure of the fiber inside the core. Because of that mode structure, the pulse widening is taking place. That is called as a intermodal dispersion or simply modal dispersion. This is what is the modal dispersion. So I have explained you without all these things, without the diagrams, and if you look into the diagrams, you can easily understand. The 2 points I told you, I defined what is the V number. Depends on that V number, we define what is the number of modes present in step index fiber and grade index fiber. So now the pulse widening is taking place because of the mode structure of the optical fiber. Pulse widening is taking place, and this pulse widening, obviously you can also imagine, pulse is widened, pulse width is increased, but it should not, but it is increasing. Obviously we can also accept that if you want to transmit the high bit rate through this fiber, if the pulse is widening, can we transmit the more bit rate? Can we have the more information, number of bits transmitted per second is going to be reduced as the pulse widening is taking place. This is what is the problem of pulse widening. So is there any procedure to reduce this one, and what are the procedures are there to reduce this pulse widening is the further classes. And now I defined what is the pulse spreading or the intermodal dispersion. Pulse spreading or intermodal dispersion, both the same meaning. Intermodal dispersion, pulse spreading, pulse is going to be widened. That is what is that is only due to the mode structure. Now I am going to sharing you the share screen where you can find the number of figures related to this. So now here, pulse spreading due to the okay. So this is the intermodal and chromatic dispersion. Actually, there are two dispersions are there. Chromatic, intermodal and chromatic. We'll see the chromatic later. Intermodal. Modal as the word came from the modes. So now this is what is the mode that we have defined in this. So the number of modes are distinguished from their propagation angle. Please remember this word. The mode number is distinguished from the propagation angle. Smaller the mode's propagation angle, lower the order of the mode. So this is what we have considered in the last class, and now we can see the V number. Here we have considered the V number. Please all of you see this is a V number is given by pi d by lambda root over n1 square minus n2 square. This root over n1 square minus n2 square is nothing but the numerical aperture. Therefore V is equal to pi d by lambda into Na. So now please all of you see this diagram where you can see how the light can be traveled inside the fiber. If you were able to look into the fiber, you would see this kind of the pulse, or modes you can see here. So again. Now please see, this is the core. This is the core I have considered. Please see, there are 4 modes I have represented you. 4 modes. So this is the first one is 0 mode, which is traveling along the central line of the fiber core. Second mode, which is having it is distinguished by its propagation angle. Please remember, first mode, zero mode, first mode is having the alpha 1 angle. Second mode, which is having the propagation angle of alpha 2. Third mode, which is having the propagation angle of alpha 3. The fourth mode, otherwise the maximum possible mode number, which is traveling at the critical propagation angle. So this is the maximum and this is the minimum. Inside this one, there may be any number of modes, but this is the minimum, this is the maximum. But how many number of modes are present is depends on the V number, and which in turn depends on the refractive indexes of the core and the cladding, and also the diameter of the core, and also the light wavelength, operating light wavelength. And this is what already we studied. This is how the modes can be traveled through the fiber. This is how the modes can be traveled. This is the one light pulse has been splitted. This is all the single pulse, light pulse, single pulse, splitted like this, and they are traveling. And now the second one is, then the next one is V number, already we defined. V is NA and root over N1 square minus N2 square. This is all we consider. Just one more point here. So now here, please see, we already knew NA can be represented in terms of the relative refractive index and in terms of the difference index. Two things we considered when we talked about the numerical aperture. Therefore, NA has been replaced with the delta. Please say NA, only this term has been replaced with the N1 root over 2 delta, N1 or N, both the same, where N, please remember this, N is equals to N1 plus N2 by N, average of these two. We already knew that N1 is approximately equal to N2, therefore N is equals to N1 or N is equal to N2 only. Right now, this is the average of the relative average of the two refractive indexes, that is N root over 2 delta. This is N1 root 2 delta. In the last class we considered. So NA has replaced with N1 or this simply N into root 2 delta. Everything will be the same. And now this, what is the delta relative refractive index, is given as relative refractive index. This is the average refractive index. This relative refractive index N1 minus N2 by N or N1 minus N2 by N1, whatever it is. So now we can replace this delta with N1 minus N2 by N. Therefore, depends on the formula, depends on the problem given, what parameters he has mentioned in the problem, depends on that we have to go for these formulas. And now for step index, capital N is the number of modes present, V square by 2. For graded index, V square by 4. This is what is the number of modes present in that. And one problem, please see in this, calculate the number of modes for a graded index fiber if its core diameter is 62.5 micrometers and numerical aperture is this one. Already this yesterday we considered. So what is this? This D has been given and the numerical aperture has been given and length of the operating wavelength of the fiber has been given. Therefore, you can directly, you can take the formula directly and substitute the values, you will get the answer there. Number of modes, pi d by lambda. So they're all given. Here it is pi d by lambda Na. You will get it 41. For graded index fiber, they asked. Therefore, V square by 4, that is 431 square by 4 will gives you the 431. It will get it 430.56 approximately to 431. This is what is the 431 modes are present for a fiber whose dimensions are D is this, lambda is this, and numerical aperture is this. Depends on these parameters, number of modes are going to be defined. So now here, this is what we are going to define. I already explained with the diagram. Please all of you see this one. This is the modal or intermodal dispersion. Modal or intermodal dispersion. Now the same thing. This is the pulse width of a light. This is the pulse width of a light. Light will be in terms of the, in digital form we are going to transmit. When there is a 1, there will be a light, and whose width is going to be T. Let us say this is the light pulse width. Light pulse width. This is split into 1, 2, 3, 4 modes. This light is split into 4 modes. For convenience to define intermodal dispersion, we define that this total light pulse has been divided into 4 modes, 0 to 3 modes, 0, 1, 2 and C mode. So now it is very clear from the figure that this is the 0 mode. Obviously, as it is traveling along the center line of this one, obviously this mode will reach first. Therefore, this is the first. This mode, 0 mode, is reaching first. And first mode having the critical propagation angle of alpha 1, which is reaching little bit later the first mode or 0 order mode. So that is why just I have started this with a slight time difference here. It is reaching at this time little bit later than the 0 mode. And coming to the second mode, which is having the critical propagation angle of alpha 2, obviously it reaches little bit later than the mode number 1. Therefore, slightly different time later it is reaching here. And the maximum possible number, mode number is the maximum mode number. I said it is the C mode. It is the having the alpha C angle. It is reaching later than the second mode. It is C mode or the 3 mode. Ikkada C betting kabatti ikkada C and betting. So this is reaching after the second mode. You can also observe here. This is the starting time of this pulse, and this is the starting time, reaching time of the first 0 order mode, and this is the reaching time of the last or critical mode pulse. So this difference is the pulse spread. This difference is the pulse spread. If you consider this one and this one, this is the pulse spread. This is obviously the same. T will be the same for all this. So this will be the, from here to here, this will be the pulse spread. Therefore, in fact, I mentioned only delta T, but it is a T plus delta T. Otherwise, it is up to here it is T and this is delta T. Otherwise, just if you keep here delta T here and remaining will be T. This will be the T, same. This is the T. So that means that pulse widening or spreading has taken place. That is only due to the modes present in the fiber structure. That is only due to the modes present in the fiber structure. Therefore, this figure here I mentioned that modal dispersion or the intermodal dispersion. A is the original pulse. This is the A is the original pulse. And B, this one is the B figure, modes in an optical fiber. These are the modes. And C is a pulse delivered by an individual mode. 0 mode. These are the C individual modes, how the pulses have been delivered. And D is the resulting pulse. All these 4 pulses are added up and results the single pulse, where it is having this T plus spreading of delta T. That is the pulse spread, pulse widening. So simplest way, intermodal dispersion is nothing but the widening of the pulse spread due to the mode structure of a fiber is called the intermodal dispersion. But it is undesirable thing. Dispersion has not be the good one. Dispersion should not be there. Pulse widening should not be there. If pulse widening is there, obviously the bit rate is going to be reduced. So this is what is the intermodal dispersion. And the next one is, we have to define what is the amount of the pulse that has been, the simple derivation is there. What is the, if you go for this one, pulse spreading, this I told you that pulse spreading, this I told you that pulse spreading, right? So anyhow, we'll see that next slide later. Before that, I will explain you what is the pulse spread, how do you define what is the pulse spread? That is by considering what is the time taken by this 0 order mode pulse. You take one equation and you take another equation, what is the time taken by this higher order possible mode in this. It is third mode. What is the time taken by this one? The difference between the time difference between these 2 modes leads to a pulse spread. TC, let us say time taken by the critical mode is represented by Tc. What is the time taken by the Tc? What is the time taken by the T naught, zero order mode? So Tc minus T naught will give you the pulse spread, right? So now, how do you define what is the T naught? Time taken by this zero order mode to reach from this place to this place. It is T is the time is equals to distance by velocity, right? T naught is equals to distance by velocity. Let us consider that this is the L I have mentioned here. What is this distance of the fiber? It is L. Therefore, T naught is equals to L by velocity, L by V, right? What is the V? Whatever the light beam which is traveling in this core along the central axis is that velocity is equals to V, small v, light velocity. In fact, it is V, let us say. Therefore, T naught is equal to L by V, L by V. Let us go for this critical possible mode. Let us say time taken by this pulse is T suffix C, critical mode. Tc, here it is T naught, zero mode, right? Tc is equals to, what is this length will be the same, L by, and V, velocity of this is the critical mode, velocity is going to be L by V cos alpha C, cos alpha C, V cos alpha C. That you can find out what is, we are going to derive the pulse spreading equation simply by Tc minus T naught. It is nothing but delta T is equals to Tc minus T naught. Tc is L by V cos alpha minus L by V, and substituting one into the other, and what is the cos alpha, etc. We are going to find out the pulse spreading of this fiber. Just simple derivation I have given you here. Please see. Calculation of the pulse spread. Time taken by the zero order mode pulse, T naught is equal to L by V. This is, one can easily understand, right? T naught is time taken by the zero order pulse to move from first end to the other end. Distance, time is distance by velocity, L by V, right? Similarly, time taken by the critical mode, Tc, we represented the time taken by the critical mode, Tc is equals to L by V cos alpha, V cos alpha. So, from the propagation angle cos alpha, we can obtain that one, cos alpha. You might understand that when we define what is the critical propagation angle, we have considered that figure where we defined critical propagation angle alpha C, which is related with the cos alpha C. Pulse spreading is given by difference of these two mode times. That is Tc minus T naught, critical mode minus zero order mode, is equal to L by V cos alpha minus L by V. Up to this is clear, right? Delta T SI means, as we are talking about the step index fiber, delta T pulse spreading for a step index fiber is equals to Tc minus T naught is equals to L by, and we have placed cos alpha C is equals to N2 by N1. So from the previous equations, I have to go to the earlier slides, not necessarily now, already it is discussed. Please see, this is the cos alpha C N2 by N1. So that is critical propagation angle. In that you might have seen ABC is the right angle triangle I mentioned there. Theta 1C is equals to 90 minus alpha C. From the diagram you can easily understand where critical propagation angle has been defined in that figure. Theta 1C is equals to 90 minus alpha C. Sin theta 1C is sin 90 minus alpha C. Sin 90 minus alpha C becomes now cos alpha C. Therefore, sin theta 1C is equals to cos alpha C. And we knew that what is the theta 1C? Critical incident angle. So from the Snell's law, it is also defined that N1 sin theta 1 is equals to N2 sin theta 2. So N1 sin theta 1 here, critical incident angle theta 1 becomes theta 1C, and N2 sin theta 2, and whenever it is theta 1C, sin theta 2 becomes 90, sin 90 becomes 1, therefore N2 it remains there, and N1 comes this side and n2 by n1. So it is already defined. Sin theta 1c is equals to n2 by n1. So in the above equation, sin theta 1c is equal to cos alpha c. Therefore, cos alpha c is equals to n2 by n1. Therefore, in place of this cos alpha c, we have placed L by V. Cos alpha c means n2 by n1 minus L by V. So this n goes up here, L n1 by V n2 minus L by V. So L n1 by V, you take the common here, you will get it 1 by n2 minus 1 by n1, and simplification you will get it, what do you get down here, by take down here, L n1 by V into n2 by n1. And what is the V? Velocity. Velocity is defined by the C, light velocity, by the refractive index of the core. V is equals to C by n1. What is the n1? What is the velocity here? This velocity is nothing but the velocity of the light which is traveling inside the core. What is the core refractive index? C1. Therefore, velocity is C by n1. Therefore, C by n1, n1 goes up here. So it becomes L n1 into n1 by C into n1 minus n2 by this one. And again here, n1 and this n1 gets cancels, and you will get it L n1 by C into n1 minus n2 by n2. Please see here. Here, n1 minus n2 by n2, it is equals to delta. n1 minus n2 by n2 is equals to delta. What is this delta? Relative refractive index. Therefore, you replace n1 minus n2 by n2 is equals to delta. Therefore, you got L n1 by C delta. L n1 by C delta. And this delta can also be replaced with NA is equals to n1 root 2 delta. NA square is equals to n1 square 2 delta, and from here you can simplify it. Delta can be replaced with NA square by 2 n1 square from this basic equation. Therefore, this delta is replaced with NA square by 2 n1 square into C. Already it is n1 is there, and n1 gets cancels. Remains here only n by 2c n1 into NA square, or L by 2c n2 into NA square, because n1 is approximately equal to n2. So therefore, this is the pulse spreading taking place in the fiber for a step index optical fiber. So this is a simple derivation for this pulse spread. And very simply, I will tell you in 3 or 4 steps. You take down one equation. What is the time taken by the zero order mode? This is T naught. This one, equation 1. What is the time taken by the critical mode? This is the equation number 2. This is the equation number 2. Pulse spreading, time difference between this maximum mode to minimum mode, Tc minus T naught. And cos alpha is here. Cos alpha has been replaced with the n2 by n1. This is already defined in the earlier classes. From that we have considered and simplify it, and you will get it delta T Si is equals to L by 2c n1 or L by 2c n2, because n1 and n2 are closely equal. Therefore, you can replace it with n1 or n2, or in other words, it is with n as well. N also you can keep. N is the average of that one, n1 plus n2 by 2. That will becomes also the n, no matter. So this is what is the pulse spreading equation. Pulse spread derivation, otherwise pulse intermodal dispersion, calculation of the pulse spread, simple derivation that we have considered. And the next one is, depends on this one, we can calculate the simple problem. In that, clear, we define what is the pulse spread. Depends on this formula, we are solving the simple problem. What is the problem? Please see. How much light will, how much will a light pulse spread after traveling along 5 kilometers of a step index fiber whose numerical aperture is 0.275 and core refractive index is 1.487. And before going into this problem solution, I have to tell you the important one. In the earlier case, we have found that what is the delta T pulse spreading, what is the delta T pulse spreading for the modal dispersion, and that's what we have to see. Let us go to this one. Here the pulse spreading, okay, let us see here only. Now let us see here. So now here, what is this one? These are the parameters as given. Please give this one. See the solution. L has been given, Na has been given, N1 has been given. So what is the delta TSI? He directly asked how much will light pulse spread. Intamundu mana derive chesinattu delta TSI kanukomannaru. Directly delta TSI formula can be used. This is what is we have used in the earlier equation. L by 2CN1 Na square. L 5 kilometers. Na square 0.275 square. 2 into C is light. 3 into 10 power 5, it is kilometers, therefore it is 5, otherwise it is 8 meters per second. Ikkada 3 into 10 power 5 and N1 is 0.7. You will get it 423.8 nanoseconds pulse spread is taking place. So spread per kilometer, if you want to know, for this is for 5 kilometer spread. For 1 kilometer spread, total spread by 5 kilometers, it will give you 1 kilometer spread, right? 84.76 nanometers of the pulse spread is taking place. And there is a one important note is there. Suppose if we transmit the information at 10 megabits per second, then due to this pulse spread, the bit rate is going to reduce to a 9.44 megabits per second. I repeat again. If there is no this much of pulse spread is there, if we transmit the light into the fiber, let us assume that no pulse spread at all, we can be able to transmit the 10 megabits per second. 10 megabits per second. That fiber is able to transmit the 10 megabits per second. But as there is a pulse spread, this 10 megabits has reduced to 9.44 megabits per second. Therefore, if there is a pulse spread, obviously it affects on the bit rate. Bit rate means what? Number of bits transmitted per second. So here the bit rate becoming less as the pulse spread is taking place. Therefore, it is the unwanted spreading. So now the next question is, can we reduce this pulse spread? Can we reduce this pulse spread? Clear? Now, all of you clear? What is the delta TSI? Hello, please respond 1 or 2. Is it clear to you what is the delta spread, delta TSI? One say. Hello? Delta TSI, is it okay? Triveni? Triveni? Delta spread of a step index fiber, is it clear? L by 2 CN1 into Na square, that simple derivation. Is it okay? Or can I go back again? Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, I am going for the right. Okay? Vamsi? So,
Okay, sir.
right, Amma, right. Just depends on the formula, we calculate what is the pulse spread. So now, is it clear to you that the pulse spread is not the desirable one? Is it? Can you agree or not? Pulse spread is unwanted one, right? Triveni? Anybody please respond? Spreading is unwanted one, right?
Yes. Okay, sir. Continue.
Yes. Yes. Pulse spread is unwanted. So we have to see that this pulse spread has to come down or it has to be reduced. So the next question is, can we reduce this pulse spread? So that means that for a step index fiber, we are having the more number of modes, therefore pulse spreading is taking place. So this is the problem. Can we reduce this pulse spreading is the next question, and that question is cleared by yes. The answer is, can we reduce the pulse spreading? Yes, of course, yes. Answer is the S. So how can we reduce this pulse spreading? So the next, the solution to this, the very first solution to the pulse spreading, reducing the pulse spread is the going for, instead of the step index fiber, we must go to the graded index fiber. This is what is the first solution to the reduction of pulse spreading or intermodal dispersion. Now I entered into the next slide where it explains you about how can we reduce the pulse spread which is occurred in the step index fiber. I repeat again. How can we reduce the pulse spreading which is occurred in the step index fiber? The solution is going for the graded index fiber, where it is the first solution to the modal dispersion. Modal dispersion is occurred in step index fiber. To avoid this one, go to the graded index fiber. So now, what is the graded index fiber and what is its structure and what is the principle involved here in this graded index fiber, which ultimately has to reduce the pulse spreading, This is what is this slide tells you about this one. So now here, graded index optical fiber. Please see the heading I mentioned here is graded index fiber. Graded index fiber. Please see the meaning of that word itself. Graded, gradually. Graded means gradually, not like in step. So in this graded index fiber, this is the figure A, this is the figure B. If you see these two figures, the structure of a graded index fiber is here. This is the refractive index profile of a graded index fiber. Refractive index profile of a graded index fiber. Now here you can see this is the graded index fiber. This is the cladding shaded one below cladding region, and this is the core region. So you can see the 0 here, 0 mode, and this one, the dimension of this core region is already, you knew it. What is that? 62.65 micrometers. Core diameter is 65 micrometers, right? For above side and below side, if you divide them, you will get it half of that one, right? This is the 65 micrometers and it is 125, whatever that diameters I have given you, it is 65, 62.5 and 62.5, it is 125. The total diameter of this one, length of this one. So now here, I want to tell you what do you mean by the graded index fiber. So now please see, please all of you follow this cursor here. Here, this is the refractive index of a core region. It is constant. Here onwards, the light is entering into the another media. This is a core media. So the core media, in the core media itself, previously it is directly stepped into the core media and it is constant for this whole time, and this is like this for a step index. But here it is slightly increasing. Graded index fiber, the core refractive index is slightly increasing to this maximum and gradually decreasing here. That means that at this instant, the refractive index is different. And at this instant, the refractive index is this different. And at this instant, the refractive index is this one. And at this instant, the refractive index is this one. At the 0, the refractive index is different. That means gradually the refractive indexes are increasing up to this 0 level, and gradually they are decreasing in the same proportion. The way they are increased here, the same way they are going to decrease in the other side. As the refractive index is slightly or gradually increasing and gradually decreasing, it is called a graded index fiber. Refractive index is gradually increasing and gradually decreasing. It is not the same in case of the step index. That is why it is step. In the previous case, it is step. one step n1 n2 to n1 stays there for n1 alone for the total duration of the total diameter of the core, and steps down to n2 again in case of the step index. But here it is not the same. It is gradually increasing and gradually decreasing. This is the refractive index profile. This is the radius of this one. You can see here, this is a 0, and it is 31.25 and 31.25. This one 31.25, 31.25. It is the 65. The total is 125 microdiameters. Therefore, this is in x-axis, and y-axis you can see this is the delta, relative refractive index in percentages. They have given 0.51, 1.51, 2, 2.5, etc. You can see this one. And coming to this B figure, this is a refractive index profile, and this is the B is the how the modes are traveling inside the graded index fiber. Please see, this is the 0 mode. This is the first mode. This is the second mode, and this is the third mode. You can observe the curved paths here. Please, this is what is the principle. Please, all of us see here. These are the curved paths. This is the first mode is just taking the curve and reaching this. Second mode is just taking the curve and reaching this. And the maximum possible mode is taking this much of curve and reaching this. So here what is happening in this is, the more number of modes present here is, they have arranged in such a way that, there means the modes are arranged in such a way that all these modes more or less they have to reach at the same time. They have to reach at the same time so that the pulse spread can be minimized, right? In the earlier step index optical fiber, they are reaching at different time slots. But here the solution to that is, we are making the each mode, they have to reach at the other end more or less at the same time. So now that is what is the principle is taking place. This is the mode, how the modes are being traveled inside the fiber is this figure. And coming back to the C figure, you can also see the C figure. Here, this is what is the step index. Here it is increased and stays there for the same. And again it is increased, stays there for this time, and increased, stays there for this time. That means here, gradually increasing and reaches to this one, and gradually decreasing here. This is a graded index optical fiber refractive index profile. And now coming back to, this is the principle. To define what is the principle of the graded index optical fiber, please let me tell you what is the physical procedure is taking place in the step index optical fiber. You have to know it. Then we can easily compare that to this one, so that easily you can understand by simply a one statement. What is that one statement? What is happening in the step index optical fiber? All those 4 modes we consider there. Here also the 0, 1, 2, 3 modes we consider, no matter. So those 3 modes in case of the step index optical fiber, they are reaching at different time slots. How they are reaching at the different time slots? Because they are traveling the different distances. The mode which is at the 0 mode, it is traveling the less distance, therefore it is reaching first. First mode, little bit more distance than the 0 mode, so it reaches little bit later. Second mode, traveling more distance and reaching at the first mode. And third mode, reaching after the second mode. So are you clear? Here, if we make these 4 or the 3 modes more or less at the same time, if they reach, pulse spread is reducing. That is possible in case of the in case of the graded index optical fiber, because ఫస్ట్ మోడ్ ఏంటంటే ఇది తక్కువ డిస్టెన్స్ లో వెళ్తుంది కాబట్టి దీన్ని మనం స్లోగా వెళ్ళేటట్టు చేస్తే స్లోగా రీచ్ అవుతుంది. సెకండ్ మోడ్ ఏమో ఫస్ట్ 0 మోడ్ అండ్ ఫస్ట్ మోడ్ ఏమవుతుంది, ఇది కొద్దిగా ఎక్కువ డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్ చేస్తుంది కాబట్టి దీంట్లో వెలాసిటీని కొద్దిగా ఎక్కువగా పెంచామనుకో ఫస్ట్ మోడ్ కొంచెం స్పీడ్గా వెళ్తుంది దీని మీద, కాబట్టి ఈ రెండు కూడా ఒకే టైం రీచ్ అవుతాయి. అలాగే సెకండ్ మోడ్ తీసుకుంటే ఇంకా స్పీడ్గా ఫస్ట్ మోడ్ కన్నా ఇంకొంచెం ఎక్కువ స్పీడ్గా వెళ్ళేటట్టు మనం చేసినట్లయితే ఇది కూడా సేమ్ టైంలో రీచ్ అవుతుంది. ఇంకా ద హైయెస్ట్ పాసిబుల్ మోడ్ మనం హైయెస్ట్ స్పీడ్ తో మనం ట్రావెల్ చేసినట్లయితే ఇది కూడా సేమ్ టైంలో రీచ్ అవుతుంది. అంటే ఏంటి, ఆల్ ది మోడ్స్ ఆర్ రీచింగ్ మోర్ ఆర్ లెస్ ది సేమ్ టైం. మోర్ ఆర్ లెస్ ది సేమ్ టైం అయినప్పుడు మనకి ఏమవుతుందంటే పల్స్ స్ప్రెడ్ అనేది తగ్గుతుంది. అది స్టెప్ ఇండెక్స్ ఫైబర్ లో పల్స్ స్ప్రెడ్ అనేది తగ్గిపోయింది, అక్కడ తగ్గింది. పల్స్ స్ప్రెడ్ ఇస్ అక్కడ తక్కువ, అక్కడ ఎక్కువగా ఉంది పల్స్ స్ప్రెడ్, ఎందుకంటే డిఫరెంట్ టైమ్ స్లాట్స్. ఇక్కడైతే మోర్ ఆర్ లెస్ సేమ్ టైమ్ స్లాట్స్ లో రీచ్ అవుతాయి. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? సో నౌ I will stop here and rest thing I will continue in the next class. Please all of you see what is the solution here. We are making all these modes, their velocities we are making different. Their velocities we are making different. That means zero order mode, it has to go slowly. That means we are reducing this velocity. In other words, it is going at some velocity, and first mode we are increasing the velocity than the zero mode, and second mode we are increasing further the velocity of second mode is than the one, and the critical mode highest velocity than this one. So more or less, how can we increase this one? That we are going to see. That is, we are going to see how can we increase the velocities. That's what we'll see in the next class. So I'm stopping the lesson here. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, I can close the lesson here. Triveni,
సార్ తనకు కొంచెం నెట్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది సార్.
Okay. I am stopping here. Please go through these topics are taken from the John Senior and the Mindbo textbooks. Please all of you go through.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay, now I am stopping this class. Okay, right. Bye.
బాయ్ సార్.
Where is this one? Stop.